Jesus always brings us into the solution. Jesus always brings us into the solution. In a world where we value immediate gratification, Jesus' ways are slow. They're slow. Imagine that in our gospel today from St. Luke, that Jesus had the ability to satisfy the hunger of all the people who were listening to him simply by saying the word. But that is not his approach. First, he expects his disciples to think for themselves, to imagine with him a reality in which they can stay with Jesus and be fed, rather than being sent away to the surrounding areas to find food. His disciples are looking at the one person who can truly satisfy the crowd, and they are instead looking away. There is work to be done with Jesus' disciples in order for these people to be fed. Too often we look to Jesus for the quick fix. We believe that somehow the answer that we need most can be found in the healing of a sick relative, or the increase of our salary, or the obedience of our children, or by a government who will recognize me as a citizen. All of these are desirable and maybe even needed. But in our cry to Jesus, like in today's gospel, he engages us in the process of getting what we truly need. He helps us to refocus on what matters most, spending time with him and sharing that time with others. As we spend time today gazing upon our Lord Jesus in the Eucharist, we need to hear his call to make us a part of his salvific plan. We need to see in him the power to transform us into his body and his blood, so that we can be part of the solution, so that we can help to feed others. It is not enough for us to call out to Jesus, lest he say the same thing to us that he said to his disciples. Give them some food yourselves. Give them some food yourselves. Rather, as we find ourselves on our knees before the Lord, may our minds and hearts be open to ways in which we can share the bread of life with a world that hungers for him and doesn't even know it. May our lives of faith in Jesus be the witness to the world that only in him can our deepest needs be met. May each of us, may all of us, accept the responsibility of being part of this heavenly solution by the ways in which we will invite others to share this message of hope with us.